seen firsthand how he was treated.
That was like really early in the movie, the fried chicken scene. It didn't go through anything at that point.
Honestly and truthfully, I don't want to see a movie where white people just realizing that black people are good.
Also, no. Also, so that's just one. The second fried chicken scene.
You don't want to see a movie where black people are good?
No, that's not what I said. I said I don't want to see a movie where white people just realize that black people are good.
No, that they definitely didn't realize that in that movie.
Oh, no, he's right. They definitely did not realize
that. But you said the white guy was realizing how good he was.
I mean, he was Italian. Yeah, there's a total difference between.
They didn't care too much.
There's total difference between you know, a New York Italian and a country slave-owning white man.
For sure, there is a difference.
Similarities as far as how they view black people, though.
And that is a good point also, because in the beginning of the movie, like I said, he takes the glasses and he still throws them away. In the movie, it also when we get to towards the end, when they get out of jail, spoilers, whoever wants to watch that terrible movie. There's a whole scene where Viggo's character is talking about how much blacker he is than Mahershala Ali's character. And he's like, because I grew up in the hood. He's like, I grew up in the hood. I taught you about Little Richard and Aretha Franklin. I'm blacker than you. And that whole scene is blowing my mind because I'm like, yo, this is so tone deaf. Like, that makes no sense.
It does.
It's not even justified in it. The argument that they have and how they get to it makes no sense.
I mean, it's complete like stereotyping. It's complete stereotyping in that moment, but I think that was another example of like we're similar, man. Like, but on the doctor's point of view is there's people out there that's just like that. Like they're really not in tune with the same cult. Like us black people got different cultures. It's like they're not in tune with like there's I guess like the street aspect, and it's like I feel like he was representing that side.
I thought the movie was pretty bad. I'm not trying to change
I love that movie. I don't understand like the real. I mean, maybe because you know you into like making movies, you see different, and maybe you didn't like how the timeline went or whatever. But
nah, the broader picture, everybody feels the same way. Nobody really enjoys that.
Yeah. I think on like a general consensus, it's the worst picture to win Best Picture at the Oscars.
And immediately,
I mean, let's just get this on the record. I don't like bad movies, so
so every movie you like has to be a good movie.
Every movie that I say is a good movie is a good movie.
What movie is this?
Green Book. Green Book. Yeah.
You gotta just watch it. I left out of that. I actually stayed up. I watched it on my little phone.
Too. I did too. I watched it on my TV. I was like, I gotta form an opinion if I'm gonna hate it.
I got it for free. As soon as I put the phone down, my arms just completely just went. I was ready. I was ready to go to war. Let's go. Let's go.
We have movies like that winning Oscars that, in my opinion, poorly represent black people. But then we get something like Jordan Peele. Hopefully, Us gets nominated for an Oscar next year. You know, at least for writing or directing, or hopefully Lupita or somebody wins an Oscar.
Was he nominated this year for Get Out, or did that come out?
No, that was last year. He won. He won Best Original Screenplay, which is great.
That's right. It was last year.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, let's move on a little. Let's talk about sports.
We can touch on that. I mean, some exciting things that happened. Yeah, Zion won yesterday.
Zion's a monster.
Zion dominated.
Zion is a monster.
He is a monster.
Last time we seen a performance like that was KD.
No, not Cupcake.
With Texas?
Yeah, he averaged like 30 and 10.
Or even, I mean, Curry and Davidson back when Curry was in
not Cupcake.
In college basketball. Yeah, and he was blowing through that.
That was special. Yeah, it was. That was a special run. And for a player that we don't normally, he changed the way we look at a dominant player, right? Because when we looked at dominance before, we looked at somebody like a LeBron or Kobe or T-Mac, somebody with swingman height, right? Not a 6'2" point guard that can't dunk, that can really just score and shoot, right? Still had a really relatively successful NCAA run, in my opinion.
We're talking about Curry. Yeah, no, for sure. Curry still had a really successful run.
Zion's right up there.
Zion and Duke, they were. I mean, Florida State stood no chance last night. I mean, it was different, and he's different. You know what I mean? That pass that he had to Trey Jones.
Can we touch on that for a second?
That pass was ridiculous.
No one thought he could pass like that. guy. He can maybe shoot a little bit. He can be a better defender. That bounce pass from half court.
It was great.
It was right on the money.
They played 3 games in 3 days. So he had to play, if I'm not mistaken, Syracuse, UNC, and Florida State, which is not an easy 3 games. There's 3 tough teams. And he averaged, I want to say, probably in the mid-20s. He scored 30 against Syracuse, 29 against.
27 and 10.
Yeah. The kid's a beast. First overall pick, hands down.
Easily. The only thing getting in his way right now, I feel, is the play from the center position for Duke. I feel like Zion's having to do a lot of the workload down low because of his athleticism. I would like to see their big man step up a bit so Zion doesn't have to spend too much time down there.
How do you feel like Zion is going to compare in the NBA?
It depends on who he goes to, and I really hope it's not Cleveland.
Who do you think he should go to? I think he's going to go.
I'm not even a Knicks fan, and I think the best spot for him is the Knicks.
He has the right coaching staff.
Maybe the Nets.
I don't even think he should go to the Knicks.
The coaching staff isn't where it needs to be for the Knicks.
If he goes to the Knicks, and this is something we talked about earlier, if he goes to the Knicks, the storyline is better. He goes to the Knicks start doing well. He starts doing really showtimey dunks in Madison Square Garden. It's a better storyline than if he does that in the Barclays.
I have a question now, because, so you have him coming to the Knicks. Knicks is still right now is still a very young team.
Still trash. I get you.
Yeah, they're all trash. They're going to get all of them.
2 cents wasn't needed. But anyway.
Playing them out. 3 superstars coming.
We're still a very young team. Do you feel like we need at least 1 or 2 vets to kind of
course.
For leadership?
We need
because
like a Vince Carter or somebody on that.
Unless we find another, I feel like the coach we have is actually fine for the team we have. But if they are petty and let him go, I really don't feel like many other coaches can handle a young team like that without any leadership next to, coaches and assistant coaches. So
I don't think Fitz could handle someone of Zion's talent. Because he's never had that on his team.
I disagree. I think Fitz is a perfect coach for somebody like Zion. Zion's going to need a coach that's player friendly because he's coming from Coach K. He's going to need somebody like that.
But can Fitz handle teaching someone of that
Absolutely.
caliber? You know what I mean?
Well, maybe not of that caliber. He hasn't yet. But I feel like, look what Fitz has done with Emmanuel Mudiay. He's been playing so much better this year than he did last year. His confidence was broken. He came and he improved this year.
But is Emmanuel Zion?
No one is Zion.
Exactly.
But that's not fair to anyone.
That's like we know coaches don't last with LeBron because certain coaches can't coach with
LeBron
LeBron.
is a coach.
The only coach that
LeBron is the coach.
the only coach that ever was able to do
LeBron gets puppet coaches.
Right. Because he wants to control.
He wants to control.
The only coach that's ever been able to sort of handle LeBron has been Coach K. Someone on that caliber that's like, I'm gonna take you to the next level.
But
you know what I mean?
LeBron James already won championships.
It's just LeBron. Zion is like that.
Yeah. We don't know.
I think Zion's way more coachable than LeBron, honestly. I feel like, and when I say coachable, I don't mean LeBron is stubborn. I just feel like LeBron demands greatness before him. He respects like Greg Popovich, Coach K, Pat Riley, coaches that have had great success before him and have been in the league. He respects those types.
What'd you think about Zion's line last night in his post game? Killer's kill. Killer's kill.
I thought that was. I liked it. I just felt like it was a bit forced. Honestly, like I felt like it was a bit forced bravado.
Right.
The way he said it,
killer's kill.
Killer's kill. And I just didn't. No, I didn't buy it.
He's not wrong.
If I was somebody like Patrick Beverly, I'd be waiting. Like I want to see you kill. I still wouldn't back off him just because he said that.
Do you think anybody stands a chance? Like in the NCAA tournament, who do you have in your championship or in your Final Four to be like, okay, they can stop Zion?
I don't think. You mean as a team?
I don't think a player can stop Zion. I think the team has to stop.
That's what I'm saying. As a team, do you think there's any team that can stop Duke?
Great teams out there.
Kentucky's still strong with talent. Gonzaga's playing for them.
And think about it, like Carolina still put up a battle though.
They did.
It wasn't like a landslide.
You're right. They only lost by 1 point.
I think
though Zion made the game-winning bucket.
Did he?
Yep.
Oh, that's right, he did.
Yep, because he caught the rebound. His second leap was so explosive. He went up for the layup, missed it, got back up, and put his own basket back in, which was impressive. Light work for him.
Yeah. We talked about who makes dunking look easy.
Right. And then did you see? I sent a text to you guys the other day. Did you see him jump?
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible.
Like,
can we touch on that play? Because I was trying to explain to Pop when that first happened. That play play right there let me know that Zion's gonna be mentally tough in the NBA because we known him to blow out his sneaker, right? And he hurt his ankle, I believe it was.
Oh yeah, I remember that. The internet went crazy.
They went nuts for it. They started blaming the company.
He did it so effortlessly too.
And then
Look how far he is.
Blew out their Adidas sneakers.
Look how he
was
280 flying like that.
Sneakers nowadays. But then Zion comes back and somebody from Syracuse tried to trick him. Right?
Yeah, I saw that play.
I saw that.
Now, on that particular play that Day was talking about, there was the guy that was trailing him. He tried to step in front of him, or at least try to shake him by trying to step in front of him to make it seem like he was a body in front of him. Zion didn't even look at him. He still took off. No matter where his foot was on the court, no matter where his body was, he still took off. That let me know right there. It don't matter what adversity he goes through, whether it's an injury or anything, he's still gonna come rise to the occasion. He's like tunnel vision. I love that type of competitiveness, that type of edge. I love that.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite stories from this week regarding people to make sure his sneakers were manufactured right.
Wow.
And I was like, that's how you flex, just a little bit. At the university, you flex a little. You're like, I'm gonna make sure this sneakers are done right.
That gives Zion more of a boost to the. Remember how they were talking about not playing him? Like, how could you not play for a coach that go that far for you?
That's true. If they gonna go hard,
I mean, I couldn't. I'm getting that bread, but I could see why.
Right.
I'm getting that check. As soon as they said I was gonna be the #1, I would have sprained my ankle and got on the bench.
I think Zion playing in the tournament actually enhances his ability.
He's already going #1.
No, it's not about going #1. It's about visibility. And the most visible time of the year for college is the tournament.
Yeah.
So by him playing, that's only going to increase his money at that point, especially if he does great. Oh my God! I mean, how many players have made or increased their draft stock just by playing in the tournament?
Curry for sure.
Yeah.
Curry having a good tournament and then having a great combine put him where he was.
I agree. And even Gordon Hayward too.
Yep.
Not to switch from like college basketball to the NBA, but like, do you think, kind of going back to like LeBron being a coach, I feel like he ain't ready for that, like at all. Like if he were to
LeBron,
like to be a coach, no, I feel like he's like spoiled coach. Like he's always been on teams where it's like he's had people that could support each other and like in terms of skill, and like I feel like if he got put on a team to coach that needed work, he wouldn't. After a while he could, but like right now, maybe in a few years he could, but right now I don't think he would be ready. Like I don't.
Yeah, being a great player doesn't mean you can be a good coach.
Yeah, I don't think.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
I think LeBron has the mind for it.
Yeah.
It's great to live.
Yeah. He's definitely wise enough to give, some type of help, but to coach a team and make it better, I don't know.
I don't know if y'all seen that.
A team that needs a lot of work in what I'm trying to say. Like if he came to the Knicks, I'm just saying, like if he was a coach for the Knicks, he's struggling.
Anybody who's coaching the Knicks is
anyway.
struggling.
I was trying to use a very dramatic.
I mean, am I wrong? How many coaches y'all had in like the last 5 years?
Let's stop this.
Kenny Atkinson.
Everything gonna change this year. If the Knicks doesn't draft and pick people right this year, I don't know. It's like there's no hope. There's no hope after this. This is the best I think position the Knicks has been ever.
For a long time at least.
But Chicago just won the World Series. So as long as stories like that happen,
Who just won the World Series? It's 2019.
No, not last year, but recently.
Right.
So as long as Chicago can still have hope and win a World Series, I'm always happy.
Do you know how long it took them?
That's my
It took them a long time. No, I get your point. It just took them a long
It
time.
depends on who the Knicks. If they're able to get a couple of those free agents,
That's true.
can drastically change.
Dude,
You got players that's going to be moving this year. It's going to be, the season's going to be different.
so I mean, now that we are at the end of the season, who are you guys looking forward to the Knicks going after?
I'm looking forward to them getting Kyrie, honestly, more than KD.
Okay.
I don't want KD, honestly.
I think KD has to come. I think that's gonna save his career.
I think he's more sure than to come to the Knicks than Kyrie.
I wouldn't be jumping for joy if he does.
If KD come to the Knicks and win the championship, I mean, I do care what he did in the past, but it's going to be like pretty much all forgotten.
If he come to the Knicks and win a championship, I guarantee you the collective NBA world will probably forgive him for Golden State.
Nah,
because I mean, you're bringing a championship to one of the oldest teams. That's one who hasn't won since 1972, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
So it's like if he wins, it's like that all is forgiven.
Yeah, but time is very forgiving, right? Because there was a point in time when people really didn't really credit Jordan or tried to use the fact that the Lakers were older and didn't have Kareem at the time, and Magic was hurting, and Worthy was hurting. They tried to use that as a detriment to his legacy. Like, oh, they were older, so that can't be a legitimate championship. If Magic was healthier and Worthy was healthier, they would have beat the Bulls. But over time, it's just like we just celebrate all 6 championships just as equally great.
Yeah.
So I think time is forgiven. I think over time, people will look at it and say, that was just a fun period. You know? You'll have those few people, but overall...
Knicks better get Zion, man. Just stop playing. Do what you gotta do to get Zion. That's all I'm gonna say. Do what you gotta do to get possibly the most exciting player for like the next 10 years on your team.
If we get Zion, do we change our direction and don't go after Kevin Durant?
No, go after
you
them.
you got to go. You still got to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, go for the trade. Go for the trade for LeBron.
Yes,
Why not?
Why not?
I mean,
Exactly.
so would you be comfortable with
Trade for
bringing-
LeBron.
Go for the trade for LeBron.
No.
You get KD, trade him to the Lakers.
He's gonna be in the same situation with the Knicks, young talent.
They're gonna trick Kyrie. Kyrie's gonna come with KD. They think that's gonna go on, and you trade KD for LeBron. But like you ain't going nowhere, homie. You stuck in the contract.
Negative.
LeBron
can stay in LA.
Kyrie gonna listen to this podcast. He gonna be like, I'm on to you, LeBron.
But LeBron came here and won a ring and changed his whole mindset.
That is, again,
I mean, winning cures everything. So of course that. But nah.
I wouldn't make a plan.
No.
I wouldn't do it
I
with
would like
KD.
it. I wouldn't make a plan.
Look how he tore up the Lakers this year. I would not
He
want him.
tore up the Lakers.
yeah, that whole man.
He was a big part.
You would at least thought they were a playoff team.
They should have kept. They
They-
should have
they-
got rid of
they
LeVar
should've
Ball though.
Yeah.
So
They should have been.
They don't have to be number one, but like
rid of Ball and kept Russell. Russell was balling right now.
they should have got rid of Ball. That is true.
Russell was like balling right now.
Superstar.
Like as far as like not the top tier of MVPs everybody keeps talking about, I feel like he should be in the running because he's carrying that team.
Westbrook, you said?
Nah, D'Angelo Russell on the Nets.
D'Angelo Russell is not even-
Superstar.
Hold on.
Right, he
Hold
balling,
on.
bro.
Did you say D'Angelo
Yes,
Russell should be in a run for the MVP?
No,
knows
I
what he's
said
talking about.
on the not the top level of the people that we talk about, but like right under that. He's like
I
I'm
don't
talking
even
about.
think he should be
I'm
right
thinking-
under
listen
that.
to me, I'm not talking about the best player in the league. I'm talking about like what he's done for his team.
I get
He's
what
the
you mean.
MVP for his team. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. I mean, if you want to say he's the MVP of the Nets, then yeah. But I thought you were talking about like the league. I'm like, no.
He knew what he was saying. Look,
Like
the man is
like,
a superstar, and he should be
Nah, this-
treated as such.
Now this.
I'm
Right.
from a Nets
His
fan.
head is swelling.
Right.
Right.
His head is swelling.
He is balling like a superstar though.
So who's more valuable to their team, Russell or Jokic?
Well, that's a good question.
'Cause Jokic, in my opinion, should be named MVP before Russell.
I agree.
No, I agree. Jokic is one of those bigs where it's like he went under the radar, but you glad you picked him. You know what I mean? Like pass, shoot, he can rebound. It's like
Yo, I remember if my friends is listening to this, I remember they laughed me out of the gym. And we was playing basketball, and we had a discussion. And I said I would trade anybody but Porzingis. At the time, Porzingis wasn't. He was okay.
he was garbage. We can say it.
He was okay.
We're like scoring
better
lovers.
than-
Porzingis was trash.
He was better
His
than.
knees was whack.
He was better than Allen.
Wow.
He was better than the entire roster.
Pause.
But I said we should trade anybody but Porzingis for Jokic.
Right.
Right.
Could you have imagined back then Jokic and Porzingis teaming up?
Oh, that'd be fire.
That would have been amazing. That would have been like David Robinson and Tim Duncan.
And now it's Porzingis and Luka.
That's gonna be exciting too. I'm actually excited to see
Yeah.
that. I would like that because Luka's a superstar in himself right now.
I mean, I would like it
Yeah,
on my
he's
team, but I
doing his
mean,
thing.
He's doing his thing.
I won't be
Yeah.
salty.
But the basketball season is ending, and that means it is time for the greatest sport in the world to begin.
What?
Baseball.
I thought you were talking about the. Big
Oh
game.
yeah,
You talking about baseball?
baseball.
When does that come on again?
Baseball season starts actually this week. The 20th, there's a game between the Athletics and Mariners in Japan. And then the official season starts on the 26th of next week. And it's the best time of the year. The grass is green. You can smell spring in the air. Home runs start flying. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Y'all not ready?
No.
Oh, y'all whack.
I'm way too excited for this.
I support in spirit.
Wait.
I mean, I know it's at the same time the NBA playoffs start, but the first 2 rounds of the NBA playoffs is boring, so we're going to skip
Said
those.
nobody. Listen, no one
head
has
straight,
ever
head
not
straight.
basketball
Like
team.
those means
No
nobody.
one has said, "Oh my God, the A's is on. Let me miss this playoff game. Let me go watch baseball."
They should. They should.
Nah, some people
They should
do.
be like,
It's just-
oh, man, the
it's just
Angels
their
is playing.
That first
Not
round,
mostly,
the
but-
first round of playoffs for the Nets might be boring because they might get swept.
I don't know if we getting swept. We might win. No?
We talking about the Yankees or we talking about the
We
Mets?
talk about the Met, the Nets.
Oh, we talking about basketball now.
Yeah, he said
We
the
just
Nets
talking
will
about
get
baseball.
swept. He said the Nets will get swept. I said no.
By who?
Nobody.
Toronto.
Because we're the
Oh, they're gonna
2019
get
champions.
I
yeah.
just realized they're in the
Milwaukee.
bottom half.
Yeah.
Oh, they gotta go against.
They number 7 right now.
They gotta go against the Bucks.
I'm not worried. If I was
No,
worried,
if it started right now, they'll be going against Toronto.
I'm not
Honestly,
worried.
Toronto's the best team in the East.
Either
That's
one.
tough.
Easy win.
Either one.
Easy win.
Against
2019 champion.
But Toronto's been the best team in the East
I was
for
gonna say
years.
New
Just
Jersey
couldn't get past
Nets.
LeBron.
and
Attraction.
Brooklyn Nets. You know what I mean? Oh, you gotta put it in the atmosphere.
Gotta put it in the atmosphere.
If you believe, it'll come.
That's
You
right.
know,
Right.
since we talking
right.
about
It's like I believe I'm
You
gonna
could,
dunk.
you could believe
Come on.
all you want on that.
since we talking
That's not
about
gonna happen.
this,
I used to believe I could dunk in
remember
high school. It never
Dede,
happened.
you was talking about they was redoing the garden or something like that, and you was like,
Yeah.
how the Barclays Center would have people would like go into the Barclays Center more now because it's not the same because they're redoing the garden.
Well, one, I'm gonna put this out there: the Garden's trash. But again, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. I don't like Madison Square Garden. I think it's pretty whack.
So you think because they're gonna redo the garden? Let's talk about people who's naive to New York, right? Let's talk
Okay.
about tourists. You know,
Uh-huh.
people who really don't know the city like that, who
Right.
don't live here. They're gonna come to New York,
Right.
right? They're gonna see. They're gonna have a choice between the Barclays Center
Mm-hmm.
and the garden. Let's say the garden just got redone.
Right, right,
It looks
right.
different. They're still gonna choose the Barclays Center.
Still going to Barclays Center.
They're gonna look at the Barclays Center.
I
and
can't
be like,
believe
when
it.
is this being finished being built?
Barclays Center gonna last a lot longer.
Wasn't there a Nets player that was trying to entice players to come to the Barclays Center
You haven't done
for,
things,
for,
matter
for,
of
for,
fact.
for playoff games, and
Yeah.
you're saying that they're gonna go to the Barclays Center instead of Madison Square
Absolutely,
Garden?
Absolutely. The
It-
Barclays Center is a
That's an amazing point.
masterpiece.
I want to stay on
You
that.
can't
ne-
take away the history.
It is
Hold
a
on.
master.
I've
You
never,
gotta answer to that, bro.
I've
You
never,
gotta answer to that.
ever
Uh-huh.
seen a New York Knicks player have to beg the fans to come to the Garden to watch a game.
The New York Knicks don't have to beg. They never get anything.
Especially a playoff game.
The New York Knicks
Bro.
don't ever get. They don't have to beg because they know no one's gonna give them anything. Then how long has Madison Square Garden been there? Truly, how long has it been there?
Enough to be worth the most to have the what is it? $6 billion?
Uh huh.
They're the
And
highest
still,
value team in the league.
the city of New York is going. We're gonna move you anyway. If you're that special to the city, the
Move
city
us.
of New York is thinking about moving you. Think
the
about
city
that.
of New York.
You know Madison Square Garden's lease up in a couple of years,
Uh-huh.
That's
right?
Yeah.
They're gonna turn. They want to turn that into Penn Station, like not what's the word I'm looking for? Like Grand Central Station. Think of it like that,
Yeah,
but
they
for
go-
Penn Station.
yeah, it's gonna be big.
And they want to move Madison Square Garden across the street. So if the city
Still
loves you
the-
that much, they're gonna tear down your arena and then build you a new one where an old post office used to be.
So that's still
It's a big
degrades
post
So,
office,
Madison
though.
Square
what are you
Garden.
saying with it? That
No one
means they
cares.
love
No.
If they didn't love Madison Square Garden, they wouldn't put them across the street.
No, if you love Madison Square Garden, you don't tear it down.
Oh, brother.
That's the thing. You don't tear it
Just
down.
like they
But
tore
nobody
Yankee
cares.
Stadium down?
They did. That one hurt. That one hurt. Yankee Stadium coming down. That one hurt. But there's nothing I can really say on
I
that.
guys get close.
I mean,
Yeah, but the stadium better though.
Who? Madison Square?
Yankees,
Oh no, without a doubt. Best stadium in the city.
but the Mets still better though.
Well, we don't have a stadium.
The Mets stadium is better than,
The Met Stadium built like it is a better stadium.
and I love it because it's parking.
Yeah, the food is nice in Citi Field. The brick, the red brick is great.
Well, you guys know that Madison Square Garden is more famous less for the arena itself, right? But more so what happens inside of it.
Thank you.
But what happened inside of it lately?
Everything.
There's a lot of things that happen in it constantly.
Besides, I'm talking about basketball stuff.
No, but we're not.
You
just
can't
talking
even
about
do that.
I am doing that.
So okay, so if you compare how many things happen in the Barclays Center to what happens in Maxwell Garden, that list.
I'm saying there's concerts all the time.
Even if you just talk about basketball, they still fill their seats more than the Nets do. And they're in the playoffs. So you imagine if the Knicks going to the playoffs.
I want the Knicks to go to the playoffs. I don't like the Knicks, but I want y'all to go.
But like
to the
you
playoffs.
said, like the tickets, you know, rather even if they in the playoffs or not, it's still like they're still high tickets.
Still mad high.
Like I know in Charlotte right now, like you get it like close to the thing for like $8.
Yeah,
Because nobody want to see them.
no, that's true.
$8 is what is that?
That's
getting you
crazy.
to go?
You know, tickets go up when the Knicks come.
That don't even get you a drink.
That-
Quick card at
You
$8.
ain't getting in there with $8.
Here is $8 at the Garden.
Not even.
I've never been to a Knicks game.
Go-
in
may
this-
not-
in the city.
You may not never even need to go.
You
Wow.
need-
This is insane.
It's a
No,
different
I'm going.
experience.
I'm
It's
going.
a different experience.
I gotta see.
I've never been to Madison Square Garden for a Knicks game.
I'm trying to go.
It's
see
sad.
Dwayne Wade play.
I've seen him play in Charlotte because I was working there, but that's about it. No, I went for one game. I gotta see it. Are you?